Hi everyone, welcome back to Lead Coding. So let us see a really interesting problem from Lead Code called word break. There's another part of this called word break 2 that we will be solving after this. So let us read the problem statement and try to understand this. We are given a string S and a dictionary of words of strings verdict. Okay, so this is the given string S and we are given a dictionary. Now we need to tell that if we can break this string S into fragments and each of those fragments must be present in this dictionary. So we are able to break this into lead and code, and both of them are present there in the dictionary. Similarly for this apple, pen, apple, so we are able to break this into apple. Apple is there in the dictionary, then pen is also there in the dictionary, and apple again it is there in the dictionary. But for this particular word, let us try to break this. Okay, so we have cats is there in the dictionary, fine. Then after that we have and is also there in the dictionary. Then we have og is not there in the dictionary, so we have to return false for this. But maybe there might be another way to break this down, so let us check further. So we can break it into cat, then cat is there in the dictionary, then we can break it into sand, and then again og is left. Okay, so we are not able to break it again. Let us see if we can break this into dog is there, but then san is not there. So by trying out all the possibilities, we will be able to figure out that we will not be able to break this string S into fragments which are present there in the dictionary. So we have to return false in this case, but we have to explore all the possibilities. For any of the possibility, if we are able to break it, we have to return true, and for all the possibilities, if we are not able to break it down, we have to return false. So this is what the problem statement is. I hope it is clear. Now let us see the example. We have the example. First example is lead code, or should I take something else? Okay, let us take it at lead code, and let's say the words in the dictionary are lead and code as given in the question. So we are starting from this position and we will try to break it into segments of 1. So we have L with us and this is left. Okay, the answer of this we will find using recursion. Then again we will try to break it down into segment of 2, and the answer of this part we will get using recursion. Recursion is in turn going to do the same thing. It will again try to break it into segments of 1, then segments of 2, then segments of 3, and so on. So the complexity of this solution is very huge, and we will not be able to pass the constraints if we do this, if we perform this particular algorithm. So this is the brute force way. Instead of doing this, what you can do is you can just try searching the word in the beginning. Just try searching the word. So L is not present in the dictionary, then LE is not present in the dictionary, LEE is also not there, LEET is there. So just take this part and then perform the same algorithm on the remaining part. So before we move ahead, let us talk about interviewing.io. Interviewing.io is a platform where you can practice realistic coding interviews with interviewers from Google, Facebook, Microsoft, Amazon, and other major tech giants. And they will give you a detailed feedback on the areas where you have to work. And the best part about this is you don't have to pay them anything until you are hired. They have the world's largest network of interviewers from these companies, so you can get your interview scheduled with a notice of 24 hours. So if you are preparing for any such company, you can definitely check out interviewing.io. The link is in the description. Okay. Alright, let me just tell you what I'm trying to say using this code. So let's say I have this helper function. This helper function is going to return me 0 or 1 depending on whether it is possible or not. So int help, int I, this is the ith index we are currently standing on. Then we have the string s, and then we have the vector of string, this dict, verdict. Okay. Now if I is equal to s dot size, it means we reach till the end. In this case we have to return 1, true. Okay, we are able to break this into fragments. This is the base condition. Now let's say I am keeping a temporary variable, string temp, and in this string temp I am going to start from the ith position for int j is equal to I, j is smaller than s dot size, and j plus plus, and I will keep adding one by one the characters into temp. So temp plus is equal to s of j. Fine. After adding each of these characters, I will search if this particular temp is there in the verdict or not. Okay, so I will have to make a search on this verdict. So instead of making a search, what I can do is I can store all the words in the dictionary into a set. Let me make a set of string, maybe an unordered set. So you can make an unordered set for better complexities as well. So I will just search it into verdict. So if verdict dot find this temp is not equal to verdict dot end, it means this temp is present there inside this dictionary. In this case, what I have to do is, if help of j plus 1, we are starting from j plus 1 because we found a word till the jth position, and then we will be starting from j plus 1, and I want to know the answer starting from j plus 1 till end, that whether I can break this string starting from j plus 1 till the end into segments. So it is going to return me true if it is possible, otherwise it is going to return me false. If it is going to return me true, I will be returning true from here. Finally, after performing all these possibilities, after exploring all these possibilities, if it is not returning true, then I will be returning, okay, I can simply return false from here, that is 0. So let me make a set of string s, and for auto a in verdict s dot insert a, and finally return help of starting from 0 s, and this verdict, we have to pass s here instead of this. Oops, we have to make this as st, this set as st, this is the set. Let me see if it is giving me correct answer. Okay, in the line number 21 we have some error. Word s dot insert, this is basically st dot insert. So it is giving me correct answer for this case. Let me just submit this, and I will see that it might give me a TLE, because there are a lot of repetition in this. Okay, yeah, it is giving me TLE. There's a lot of repetition. So again and again we are having same I, and so what is this function help is returning me? This function help is returning me if I can break the string starting from I till the end into segments which are there in the dictionary. Okay, and I will be getting same I again and again. So why to calculate them again? I can just store them into DP and then return whatever I have stored. So I can just create a DP array, and the DP array will be of size maximum 300 because these are the constraints which are given in the problem. So we can make it as 301. Then we can initialize this DP with -1. So we can do it over here, memset DP -1 size of DP. Okay. So from here, if this state is already calculated, the DP of I is not equal to -1, then in this case return DP of I. So DP of before returning we have to save this. DP of I is equal to 1, and DP of I is equal to 0. Okay, so let me submit this again, and now it is getting accepted. So this is a top-down approach. We are using recursion and then converting into dynamic programming. We can do the same thing using a bottom-up approach as well. So for the bottom approach, we can perform the same thing here. Basically, we have to start from end, for I is equal to n minus 1, I greater than equal to 0, and I minus minus. Again creating a temporary string temp and the size of s. Okay, I will just make it. So for int j is equal to I, j is smaller than n, j plus plus, temp plus is equal to s of j. If this string, I have to make that set again. If this st dot find this temp is not equal to st dot end, simply return. Okay, if this is not equal to this, then yeah, then dp of I is equal to dp of j plus 1. If this is if it is possible to make break this into fragments from j plus 1th position till the end, then this is also possible. Okay, Otherwise, after this, dp of I is equal to 0. And finally, we have to return dp of 0. Now I have to make a lot of things here. I have to make the set here. You can just do all those steps. I'm just showing you the algorithm how you can do this. So basically, any state of dp is representing that starting from that particular position till the last position. Can you break this into segments which are present in the dictionary? Okay, so I hope both the approaches are clear to you. You can just try converting it from the top down to bottom up. It is a really good practice. So I hope you will be able to code this out. Now the next problem, that is the word break 2, we will look into another video. Thank you.